information about trade war US and China. We get the information from the online news that we saw it. Here it is. Okay, we just start from the first news. The title is oil price could fall to $45 per barrel if US China trade war escalates, say investor. Global oil price could fall to as low as $45 per barrel if tension between the US and China worsen, said Rainer Michael Price, Executive Director at Taurus World Advisor. The US and China failing to resolve tension will cause the global economy to weaken even more and hurt oil demand, said Price.
Global oil price could fall to as low as $45 per barrel if tension between the US and China worsen, and investment strategists told CNBC Thursday. Oil prices have been on the downward trend in recent weeks as investors become increasingly concerned about slowing demand. Appetite for oil is at risk of further slump if the US and China fail to resolve trade difference, which will cause the global economy to weaken even more, said Rainer Michael Price, Executive Director at Taurus with Advisor. I think a lot of market focus in on the G20 meeting, Price told CNBC Capital Connection on Thursday. If America and China couldn't agree and America raised tariff again on China's import, this could slow down the economy meaningfully.
US President Donald Trump previously said he would make a decision about whether to impose further tariff on China after meeting Chinese President Xi Jinping at the G20 meeting in Japan later this month. Washington has so far slapped 25% tariffs on $250 billion of Chinese goods, with Trump threatening to apply the same levy on the remaining imports from China worth around $300 billion. In retaliation, Beijing raises tariff on billions of dollars worth of American products. Tension between the US and China have also extended beyond trade. Washington placed Huawei on a blacklist that restricts American companies from doing business with the Chinese tech giant, while China threatened to cut off its supply of rare earths to the US.
Those developments have hurt sentiment among business and consumers and are blamed for contributing to much of the economic slowdown globally. Now, any potential uplift in the global economy hangs on Trump and Xi reaching a deal, said Price. Everything that I look at seems to indicate that global growth will depend on how the talks between the US and China pan out. The trade war is an economic conflict that occurs when a country imposes or increases tariff or other trade barriers in return for trade barriers set by the other party. So trade war is an conflict in economic that will be make pengaruh terhadap beberapa negara yang mengimpor yang impor sama negara US dan China.
There is consensus among economy the protectionism has a negative impact on economic growth and property while free trade. The regulation on and reduction of trade barriers will have a positive impact on economic growth. Trade war and protectionism have also been regarded as the cause of several economic crises, especially the Great Depression.
So, China and the United States have been engaged in a trade war through increasing tariff and other measures since 2018. The history, the country have a trade war like this. Historinya di 22 March 2018, Trump asked the United States Trade Representative to investigate applying tariff on 50 until 60 US dollar billion worth of Chinese goods. He relied on Section 301 of the Trade Act of 1974 for doing so, stating that the proposed tariff were a response to the unfair trade practice of China over the years, including theft of U.S. intellectual property. Over 1,300 categories of Chinese imports were listed for tariff, including aircraft parts, battery, flat panel, television, medical device, satellite, and various weapons. In April 2018, Ministry of Commerce of China responded by imposing tariff on 128 products it imports from America, including aluminum, airplanes, cars, pork, and soybeans, which have a 25% tariff, as well as fruit, nuts, and steel piping 15%. U.S. Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross said that the planned Chinese tariff only reflected 0.3% of U.S. gross domestic product, and Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders stated that the moves would have short-term pain, but bring long-term success. On April 5, 2018, Trump responded saying that he was considering another round of tariff on an additional $100 billions of Chinese import as Beijing retaliates. The next day, the World Trade Organization received requests from China for consultation on it. So guys, until now, the trade war still continues from 2016, 2018, until now, 2019. Okay, that's it. Hopefully it will be an additional knowledge for those of you who have watched. Thank you for watching this video.
Bye bye.
Guys, today we will discussion about lain aja rasanya. Okay, we just